3,500 years ago, the writings of Genesis stated that God created heaven and earth and gave mankind the first brief overview of how the planet Earth was formed. Today, some have challenged the Genesis account and passed it off as a myth. That raises the questions: is the Genesis account scientifically accurate, or is it just a myth passed down through the generations? The answers to those questions lie in the science of planet formation. For the Genesis account to be validated as a divine truth, its statements must stand up to today's science. In other words, is Genesis scientifically accurate? Did the Earth form the way the account said it did? As we investigate this issue, keep in mind that the Bible writer of Genesis had no scientific instruments available to him. In fact, he had no knowledge of science or astronomy as we have today. As he penned those iconic words, he was not privileged to collecting data from space telescopes like NASA's Hubble and Spitzer telescopes. However, it appears what was recorded at Genesis 1, verse 2, corresponds scientifically to the findings by these two space telescopes. Prior to day 1, the Genesis record states the earth proved to be formless and waste, and there was darkness upon the surface of the watery deep. According to this statement recorded 3,500 years ago, at some phase the earth was considered formless and waste, or void, being without a defined shape or form and shrouded in darkness. According to this NASA-produced video, the Hubble and Spitzer telescopes have peered into places where planets are born from dark, dusty disks called protoplanetary disks that surround infant stars. Their findings offer snapshots of the process by which our own solar system formed, from its dusty and chaotic beginnings to its more settled present-day state. In a planet's early stage of formation, grains of dust and rock smash and clump together like snowballs to form larger rocks, and then the larger rocks collide to form the cores of planets. As these rocks and debris revolve in total darkness around their central star, they act like cosmic vacuum cleaners, picking up all the gas and the dust in their path, growing in size to eventually taking a planetary shape as they become full-grown planets. As the planet matures, it emerges from darkness as the dust between it and the sun are sucked up, and the sun's light gradually filters through to the planet so that night and day is now distinguishable. This planet-forming phase appears to correspond to day 1 of Genesis, where Genesis 1:3 states, "Let there be light, and there was." Notice in this NASA video how the planet emerges from the darkness into the light as the dust and debris are sucked up by the planet as it orbits the sun. So, on the first day as the dust dissipated, diffused light evidently penetrated the water that covered the surface of the earth, making night and day distinguishable, just as Genesis described it. How could the writer of Genesis gain access to such scientifically accurate information about a planet formation some 3,500 years before it was revealed by the Hubble and Spitzer telescopes? There is only one logical explanation. The one with the power and the wisdom to create the heavens and the earth could certainly give him such advanced knowledge. This gives weight to the Bible's claim that it is inspired of God and appears to validate the Genesis account as scientifically accurate.